I'm sitting here looking at the mosaic that this country is right now, right here in Oakland. Who organized this? I know you think we the people organized it, right? Where's Wells Fargo?
That way.
I just passed it on the street. If you want to know who organized this, they organized it. The people on Wall Street organized this. Bank of America organized this. ExxonMobil, BP organized this. They did more by simply putting their boot on the necks of millions of Americans.
They started, we gonna
and
finish
like any human being, how long can you keep a boot on your neck?
Finish it. For 1 second, we ain't taking it no more.
Not one more second with a boot on the neck.
And we gonna finish it. Come. Go ahead, Mike. Oakland style,
I know. He said it's Oakland style. We're doing this Oakland style. Let me tell you something else I've discovered across the country. And that is America, contrary to what maybe many here believe, and the way it's portrayed to us in the media, America is not a conservative country. Most Americans are actually quite liberal in their beliefs. They may not call themselves liberals, but if you look at any of the polls, the majority of Americans come down on the liberal side of the issue on just about every single issue. The majority of Americans are against these wars. The majority of these Americans want universal health care. The majority of Americans believe women should be paid the same as men. The majority of Americans want stronger environmental laws, not weaker ones. And for the first time last month, in the poll that was taken, for the first time, 54%, the majority of Americans say they believe gay marriage should be the law of the land. That's the country you live in. But as you go across this country, you see that that's the country you share. The people out there, that's why they're integrated. That's why 72% last week said they believe taxes should be raised on the rich. 72%. So to the media who are here, this is a few thousand people, but everybody here represents a few thousand more, or a few 10,000 more. Everybody here. That's how large this is. That's why it can't be stopped. Too many people have been thrown out of their homes. Too many people have had their schools decimated to where their kids aren't getting a proper education. We now live in a country with 40 million adults who are functional illiterates. How did that happen? It benefits those in charge to have an ignorant population, to have a population with 40 million people in it that cannot read and write above a 4th grade level.
That's right.
Who benefits from that?
Education.
It's like they've set up the schools now to make sure that you can operate the cash register at McDonald's and you know how to greet someone in a sentence with a noun and a verb in it as they come into Walmart.
We don't need that. We don't need that.
Let me tell you who does know that the people of this country have had it, and that there's a very progressive thread and vein going through this country right now. That's the other side. Wall Street, corporate America, the right wing. They know this is a liberal country. All you have to do, there's a reason why they want to suppress the vote next year. There's a reason why they're passing laws throughout the country to make it harder for poor people, for senior citizens, for people of color to vote. There's a reason they're doing that. What's the reason? They know, no, it's very simple. They can do math. They know they're in the minority. They know they're in the minority. Otherwise, really, why would you want to suppress the vote if you thought America agreed with you?
That's right.
You wouldn't do that, would you? No. if you believed America was with you, you'd be setting up voting booths in every aisle of every Walmart all across the country. That's not what they're doing.
I don't mean to put that. Thank you so much.
I also want to tell you, especially those of you who have been camping out here, thank you for doing that. You are better men and women than I am. Give me another year without the red meat. Wait, we've got our second soundbite. But watching the other night,
Speak, brother, speak.
Scott Olson.
Back up a little bit, you.
It is absolutely criminal
I agree.
that this young man was willing to go and risk his life in a war that he, once over there, didn't agree with.
Lady with the scarf, sit down.
That he would risk his life like this. And the only place he had to worry about was here in his own country, in Oakland, California.
Got it? You got it? Good.
I think, well, one thing we can do for the media who are here is to let them know that we are all Scott Olson. We are all with Scott Olson, and we are all Scott Olsons. And we will not tolerate our fellow citizens being treated that way by the people that we fund with our tax dollars. I don't pay people to take a gun or a tear gas gun and point it at me and hit me in the head with their ammunition or their tear gas canister. That would be as crazy as me coming up to you right now and saying to you, oh, by the way, would you just punch me in the face? Why would I do that? I think all of us want to send our best wishes, our prayers, our good karma, everything that we can muster to Scott so that he is better and well and